all he's doing is he jumps at you, so you'll try and anti-air him and then teleport and then combo you. And that's the only thing he's trying to do. He'll either do that or just like a dive kick. And he does literally nothing else. So I'm just like, I'm just not going to anti-air him. I'm just going to sit there, and if he doesn't teleport, I'll just block his string. Who cares? And if he does teleport, I'll blow him up. And that's what I did. And he didn't win another round, so. And then I'll actually like just tell this because, you know, whatever, I don't care if he like ends up not liking me, but he had to fight Ikizzle next, and Ikizzle was like, oh yeah, I'm fighting this guy. I'm like, oh well, just don't anti-air him, just wait until he teleports and then blow him up, because that's what he does every time. And then Ikizzle beat him, and I was like, yeah, get fucked, Gucci.
Dizzy, are you a hipster? 16-bit claims you are.
I don't know. Okay, I'll just come out and say no, I'm not.
What is a hipster?
Alright.
I don't know.
A hipster is a guy where they try to be effortlessly cool. They want to be cool, but they don't want to be like cool. They want to be like, look how cool I am. I'm so authentic and so relaxed, and so ironic, and so not trying to be cool that I'm inherently cool.
He just said he was a nerd.
That's what I'm getting to. Like, they're into like, oh, look at what a geek I am. Look at me how ironic I am. Look at my ironic mustache.
So you're saying he's like a Weezer type guy.
But they're geeks. They're geeks and nerdy, but it's inauthentic. They try to be authentic, but they're inauthentic. Like, see, and that's where the answer to the question is that Dizzy is not. Dizzy actually is just kind of a geek. Like, a hipster would, like, pretend they're like, oh, I love Mortal Kombat, and I have these hipster nerd glasses and shit. But, like, Dizzy's authentic.
What?
I'm actually just a nerd, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying they would pretend to have your look.
So you're saying Weezer isn't really nerdy? They're not really nerdy.
What's the lead singer's name?
I don't know.
Yeah, that guy's a multi-millionaire. He's a hipster.
So Weezer is hipsters.
Weezer is absolutely hipster.
Okay,
Although Weezer's
okay.
actually, wait. Weezer's actually too popular to be hipster. There are two mainstream.
I thought hipster was like Bullet for My Valentine.
That's emo, I think.
They're not emo.
No.
They're an awesome
Emo and
band.
hipster.
I actually like them. I've also been accused of being emo by 16-bit and other people, but I'm not either. I don't like emo music. I don't like Death Cab for Cutie and that kind of shit.
You like hang out at Borders?
God. No.
You do, don't you?
What about what?
I mean, you have the hipster look, but the thing that makes you not a hipster is that you're not trying to have that look. That's just your natural look. Like, hipsters will go and buy shirts from, like, the 80s with, like, Transformers and shit like that.
Ah, okay.
But they're not really nerds. They want to be like, look how, isn't it ironic that I'm a geek, but I'm actually cool? And they'll have, like, mustaches that are from, like, the 70s. And they'll be like,
that's really weird.
Fun? Yeah, isn't it funny? So the idea is that they're cool because they're so uncool that they're, like, natural. Like, they're just like, wow, that dude's so effortlessly cool that he's cool.
Yeah. Luckily for me, like, I'm so uncool that people mistake me for a hipster, so they think I'm probably cool.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I get lucky with that. But
like, if you just looked at him, you'd be like, look at that guy. It's mostly the big fucking black framed glasses. That is
I think they're cool. I like them. But, yeah, I can see that.
Don't like all hipsters like that movie Where the Wild Things Are?
Yeah, that's a very hipster movie, yeah.
I've actually never seen it.
Didn't that just come out?
And no, that was years ago, dude. And
there's a remake.
Yeah. They like shit like Garden State and shit like that. Like,
well, what's your favorite movies then? Let's get to that. We should talk about that. I think my favorite movie is The Matrix.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you take the blue
First
pill?
one.
The first one.
I don't remember which pill was which, even though it was my favorite movie.
The blue one was Stay in the Matrix.
I probably would not stay in the Matrix.
Right.
That's
because
dumb. That's dumb.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot you guys had this discussion, but if I'm aware of what reality actually is, I don't think I'd be able to make the decision to go back.
Yeah, I agree. Once I would know the truth, I wouldn't want to not know the truth anymore.
So you prefer that bowl of snot to a steak?
It's
I don't
more-
prefer it, it's just what I gotta do,
Oh.
because I know the truth.
But you wouldn't know
It's
the truth.
perception, right?
Yeah. But
to consciously say, I want to manipulate my own mind,
why
I
not?
can't do that.
We manipulate our minds every day.
Yeah.
When you drink, you manipulate your mind.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly. What do you think is when you drink alcohol, you are changing your perception, man. You're altering the chemicals in your brain. It's literally the same thing.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that every once in a while, and that's fine. But you're talking about, I want to manipulate my whole life.
Why not? What is the consequences besides this arbitrary idea of truth, which you won't even remember once you've taken the pill? Anyway, I've made my case before.
There are
Yeah.
no consequences.
Yeah.
I have a question then. I have a question for you then, which is kind of along the same line. Let's say that you have a kid, and you're married and you have a kid, and the kid is actually, you think it's your kid, but your wife got pregnant with another dude, didn't tell you, and you just raise it as if it's your own kid, and you never know. Would you rather you never know, or you find out?
I would not want to find out.
Yeah.
If I did find out, it wouldn't change anything, though.
Are you sure it wouldn't change anything?
It would not change.
It would.
Even
It would.
even subtly or unconsciously, you know?
It would.
Obviously.
That would change things.
There's no way that it would not be able to change anything.
Yeah.
All right.
That's still.
I can't guarantee. I mean, I would try though. I would do my best to not let it change.
Right.
Right.
But
I think I'd want to know though.
you would know it's not a part of you, the child. And
If given the option, I'd want to know, I think. But
I never understood the big deal with adoption. If I found out I was adopted, I could not care less.
Yeah, I wouldn't care either.
I don't understand why it's so traumatic.
you wouldn't feel abandoned.
Not at all.
well, not now, but maybe if you're younger.
Nah, even when I was a kid, I'd think, hey, I got cool parents. Like, right on. Fuck them. The real parents, fuck them.
I think most people I've met that were adopted actually, and were like adopted by a good family, acted kind of like they were spoiled and stuff too. Do you ever think about it?
I
It's
would
like-
just think, you look at what they missed out on. I'm ranked number 5 or whatever in Mortal Kombat.
Those lists are so lame.
What's your problem with the list?
They're just like a compilation. They have nothing to do with skill. It's a compilation of results. Okay, whatever. That doesn't mean
How-
this
wait a
person's
minute,
the best
wait,
character
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
or best
What
player.
else are you going to go by other than results?
I don't know. I mean, just because if you place third in like 3 events, that doesn't make you the like 7th best player in the world or whatever. However, it aggregates that. That's the most ridiculous thing, I think.
All right, who's number 1?
Number 1 player in the world right now.
Yeah, they have Rio. You going to dispute that?
I think
You
I'd
could
probably
maybe
go with
dispute- You
that.
could maybe dispute him being number 1, but he's definitely among the top 5.
Oh, of course. But I think it's stupid saying, oh, Rio is 1 and I don't even know who's 2, but this person's 2 and that's, the ranking. Like, do you really think that it's set that person is 1 and that person is 2? That's stupid.
No, but I don't think anyone looks at it that way. It's something
Are
to
you
shoot.
sure? Are you sure?
I think everyone understood the flaws of that system, and they go with it because it's the best we can look. I mean, what's wrong with it? It's relatively accurate.
I'd say that most people on there, are, the top players and stuff, I'd say. But, like, once you get down to, like, I haven't looked at it recently, actually, but, like, I'm sure that there's, like, if it's top 20, like, 15 through 20, most of them are people, like, did well at one tournament or something, just because there's not that many results. I'd have to look at it, actually. Let's see. It's like NMG Rankings or something, right?
Yeah.
MLG rankings?
NFG.
Oh, MMG.
I don't know what it stands for, really. But I'm sure...
National Fighting Game Ranking.
Oh, okay.
They got Marvez at 20th. What's wrong with that? Are you saying your cage is better?
I don't know. I haven't seen him play in a while, but
That was
if he
greedy.
plays the exact same way, then I would say I'm better. But I'm sure that he's gotten better since the last time.
So who has the best cage? Is it you?
I don't know.
Is it you?
I don't know about that.
What about Maxter's cage?
It's decent. I think it's good, but he doesn't play like a cage player yet. I don't know, he doesn't press the advantage in certain situations and stuff, it seems like. Same thing with Tom Brady's cage. He knows everything he should do, but he just doesn't have the mindset to play cage, it seems like.
Well, I think Tom playing Johnny Cage is like me playing Jax or something. It's the most bizarre character choice I've ever seen.
Yeah, like, I mean, he
weird.
knows all the good normals and all that, and what to use when, but it's just like, fundamentally, it's flawed because he's not a cage player, like, per se. It's hard to explain, really.
Well, 19th is M2 Dave. He's probably the best Freddy player.
Yeah, I can see
Ryu
that.
48, THTB, Online Tony, ATL Red, Crazy Dominican, Tom Brady, Maxter, Warda, Morty, Mr. Molina,
I see it now.
Denzel, Jop. What's wrong with this list?
Well, Jop, I mean, we haven't seen him play.
Third at the biggest tournament of all time.
Like, he can't even play that character like that. If you never has touched it and you give him that, just say, here, play this match, he would completely fail because half the stuff he did in top 8 couldn't even work.
But that's why after Chop is going to be off the list soon. At the end of this month, it will be the 6 months, and he'll be gone.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think you're just a little jealous that you're not in the top 20.
I haven't placed in any tournament. How would I be in the top 20?
Well, you were one placing away from being in it. Because Frosty Faustings is a 100-point event.
Oh, really? Well, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been in it then. All these people have 200, apparently.
I think this list is very accurate.
Maybe.
Yes. Who on this list are you calling out?
I don't know. I mean, I think I would have a chance against most of them if I were to play them.
You think you could beat Tom Brady?
That would suck, but I think I could. I mean, there's no one that I see and I would say, oh, I automatically lose to, except maybe Rio would be super tough because Cabal, that's a nightmare match too.
Wait a minute. How can you say Rio's the only one you can't beat? How many tournament sets have we had so far?
Well, I don't know, a few.
A few?
Yeah. And I
How
almost
many?
beat you like twice.
Once.
You did get lucky.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I planned that down run beating that X-ray.
That sentence made no sense.
Dude, that was...
I plan on that down one beating that X-ray that parries everything.
That was a Yomi level, like, 10, dude. You don't
Fine.
Because,
understand.
if you thought I was going to X-ray, you would have just not done anything.
I wanted to mind fuck you, not just punish you.
That's the dumbest
So
thing I've ever heard.
There's such bullshit. I know you're just fucking with me, but it'd be a one-frame window for you to do that, too. That is insane.
Well, I don't know